कैसे हैं लोग?
Fine, sir.
16 अप्रैल एनडीए एग्जाम में अपीयर हो रहे हैं?
No, sir, I'm not eligible, sir.
ओके, नाउ यू नॉट एलिजिबल। तो टीएस 49 वाज द लास्ट एंट्री। अभी इसके बाद टीएस की और कोई एंट्री बची थी?
No, sir, last entry.
चलिए, तो सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन आपको।
Thank you,
एंड
sir.
आई थिंक इट्स अ ग्रेट थिंग। आई जस्ट रिमेंबर द टाइम कि जब आप गौरव सर की क्लास में आए हुए थे सामने, वो क्या बोला सेशन चल रहा था, तो क्वाइट कॉन्फिडेंट दिख रहे थे। एंड आई थिंक इट्स अ ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू। तो मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन। नाउ कैप्टन सर, से समथिंग टू लो।
Yeah. Good afternoon, love.
Good afternoon, sir.
Heartiest congratulations to you.
Thank you
बहुत
so
अच्छा
much, sir.
अचीवमेंट है एंड जो कॉन्फिडेंस पहले था आपके ऊपर वो आपने साबित किया. दिस वाज द बेस्ट पार्ट. एवरीवन वाज कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट यू एंड इट वाज योर हार्ड वर्क. अगेन आई विल से बहुत मेहनत किया था आपने.
ओके लो, थोड़ी सी जर्नी आज आपकी जानना चाहूँगा मैं। एग्जैक्टली ये मौका तभी मिलता है जब फाइनल सिलेक्शन आता है। तो लाइक 10+2 आपका कब कंप्लीट हुआ?
Sir, 7th June 2022, sir.
2022। सीबीएसई का थोड़ा सा डिले हुआ था 2022 में, रिजल्ट्स वगैरह। तो फाइनली टीएस 49 फर्स्ट आप अपीयर हुए कि टीएस 48 में भी अपीयर हुए थे?
I also appeared for the TS 48. I was screened out.
ओके। तो फाइनली फिर टीएस 49 में मुझे लगता है कि करो या मरो वाली स्थिति रही होगी, बिकॉज इट्स अ लास्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी। तो कौन सा एसएसबी बोर्ड रहा आपका?
Sir, 17 SSB Bangalore.
ओके, दैट्स गुड। तो कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा ओवरऑल, बताएं कुछ। कब आप रिपोर्ट किए, थोड़ी सी जर्नी एक्सप्लेन करें अपने।
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, my SSB was on 12th of March, and my flight was there of the 11th of March from Delhi to Bangalore. I got down from the flight. I took my bus and went for the service selection board. My uncle ji was there with me, sir. He is
Okay.
an ex-serviceman. So we were able to find a scenic Vishram Garh there near the selection center south, and we took a long break there for quite few hours and getting freshened up and all those things. Then on the very early morning of the 12th of March, I went for my SB packing. I packed all of my luggage and I went for the hospital. So there I met many friends who were there with me in Allahabad as well, TS 48 Allahabad. So two of them was there in my group itself in Allahabad, and coincidentally we met again in the same group in the TS 49 as well. Then sir, I went for a documentation and I was completely perfect with my documents. So they allowed me to go inside. They checked off all the documents and all the necessities. Then sir, they explained some of the norms and all those things of the service selection board. After that, sir, we were given some papers to fill up so that we can be appearing confidently, and the confidential things which we fill up means documentation, sir.
Right.
Then, sir, we went for the officers intelligence rating OIR. There was a huge hole in the center of the SSP, and we went there.
How many candidates was participated for the OIR test, for the screening round?
Yeah, there were 80 candidates for the screening, and so 24 were screened in out of 80. Yes, sir. So the group was actually of the 12-12, but somewhere the figure differs, so they make it 10 sometimes.
Okay.
Then we went for the OIR, sir, and the OIR which we have done in the MKC there itself. So it helped me a lot there because there was a lot of practice which we have done in the MKC. Like there are 5 tests which we conducted. So they helped me a lot in knowing the formulas and the tricks which sir told us and the ma'am which told us. There were a lot of helpful there. Then sir, appearing confidently in my OIR after completing my OIR for 25 and 25 minutes again, uh, we were given a little bit of break so that we can get freshen up, remove our all the anxieties and all those things.
Right.
Yes, sir. Then we were told to assemble in the T point, and we were briefed about the PP and DT. Then again, in the same manner, we took our documents and the writing material, went for the PPDT. They shown us a picture where like a person and a lady was standing there, joining their hands together, and the background was completely white. There was no background at all. So I remember the thing which sir told me that if there is no background, means you are having a good chance to write any story based on your imagination.
Right.
So yeah, so in the same manner, sir, I wrote a story. Like I told that the person and the relation between both the person standing there was brother and sister. And my story was goes like, sir, the brother was the assistant commander officer in the CRPF, and while on his first leave from his first posting, that was in Himachal Pradesh, he came home. And after coming taking dinner, his sister asked her that, will you please tell something about your posting and all those. Means the sister are curious sometimes to know, like nowadays we see. So he was telling that told him his routine starting from the morning to evening routine, including all of his duties. And he also shown her some photographs in telling her about some of the weapons, telling about his colleagues and all those. Then at last he also given her some of the sweets which he brought for her and some of the new clothes, and also told her about a tradition followed in the Himachal Pradesh, because they were living somewhere in the Haryana. So in this manner, the conclusion which came out of my story was that he was very happy to enjoy the first day of his live by seeing his sister being happy.
क्या बात.
Yeah.
Perfect story. It's called newness, sir. Actually, हाँ, that's all about.
ठीक.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली ये सबसे अहम चीज़ है. आई थिंक सर तो लगातार ब्रीफ ही करते हैं, बट मैं ये एग्जैक्टली मानता हूँ कि स्टोरी में कितना आप रियल होके आते हैं और कितना रियल ओपिनियन आता है, दैट्स रियली इम्पॉर्टेंट. और ये स्टोरी लॉ की हो सकती है, ये किसी और की नहीं हो सकती है. एग्जैक्टली तो ये बहुत बड़ी चीज़ होती है जब आप एकदम नेचुरल जाते हो, ओरिजिनल जाते हो, और जैसा आप इमेजिनेशन में होते हो वो रियलिटी में आप लाते हो. दैट्स रियली ग्रेट. ऐसा हमें कुछ बहुत एडवेंचरस, बहुत क्रिएटिव स्टोरी की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. कभी कभी हमें जेन्युइन अप्रोच.
बीएसटी की स्टोरी जितना सिंपल रखते हैं
जितना
उतना
simple रखें,
कन्विंस
हाँ.
करने में आसानी हो जाती है ग्रुप को बाद में.
तो फाइनली फिर आपका स्क्रीनिंग राउंड डन हो गया. हाँ,
Yes, sir.
24 लोग स्क्रीनिंग हो गए. अब आगे की जर्नी शुरू होती है. अब आगे की जर्नी में सर आएंगे सबसे पहले पार्ट में. मैं जानना चाहूँगा कि साइकोलॉजी इंटरव्यू के 1 by 1 एक्सपीरियंस. तो सर सबसे पहला प्रश्न आपसे.
लव, साइकोलॉजी का टेस्ट कैसा गया था बेटा, और WAT में कितने वर्ड्स छूट गए थे आपके?
Sir, like as you told me that don't be so makes yourself pressurized to do all those words, but so still my practice was so good that I done all 60 words, including including all the 11 stories on time exactly, and the blank story also. I didn't prepare my blank story earlier, but I was having a basic idea that what I need to write. So I was mentally prepared, but I didn't prepare in on paper because I knew that I am little bit slow to cram the things that.
नहीं नहीं, बहुत अच्छी बात है बेटा. और SRT कितनी किया था आपने?
Yeah, I actually when I was practicing in the MKC, I was able to do complete 60. But there itself, sir, there happened an incident that they even told me that only 5 minutes are left or only 2 minutes are left. They directly take up the booklets, so I was able to do 45.
45, good number.
Yeah, it's a good number, sir. So and I had done my SD in a self description in a well manner, sir. Means I was also having a mental idea, but I didn't prepare it earlier. The things which came in my mind, the reality which was there, I told and wrote down all those things on my paper, and it was well, sir. I was a clear yes case, sir.
ग्रेट. तो अब देखो क्या है लव, हमेशा हम लोग यही कहते थे ना, SSB पढ़ने वाली चीज़ नहीं है. बहुत सारे लोग नोट्स बनाते रहते हैं साइक के और स्टोरीज लिख लिख करके इकट्ठा करते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा फ़ायदा नहीं होता है. द कॉन्सेप्ट शुड बी क्लियर इन टू योर माइंड. आप वहाँ स्टोरी फ्रेम करें अच्छे ढंग से, तो जितना दिमाग में रह जाएगी वही चीज़ें कैरी करती हैं. सो नाइस ऑफ यू, बहुत बढ़िया.
लो एग्जैक्टली जो मैं इतनी देर से महसूस कर रहा हूँ, लो जितना आप रियल रहते हो, जितना जो है आप ओरिजिनल परफॉर्म करते हो. एक चीज़ होती है सर कि हम रट के बिल्कुल प्रेशर में जाके, स्ट्रेस सिचुएशन में जाके कुछ भी करने की कोशिश करें, अच्छा ही करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, बट वो चीज़ कहीं ना कहीं निकल के आती है बाहर.
सर बिल्कुल, कन्फर्मेटरी टेस्ट में निकल करके आ जाएगा वो चीज़ कि भाई स्ट्रेस हैंडलिंग एबिलिटी इनकी क्या है.
जी. तो जितना आप नेचुरल परफॉर्म करते हो, जितना जेन्युइन रहते हो, भाई देख होता किसी भी चीज़ से दो ही चीज़ है, या तो हम सेलेक्ट होंगे तो रिजेक्ट होंगे. तो ऑनेस्टली हम क्यों ना अपना 100% दे दें जो हमारे अंदर है, जो काबिलियत है. हाँ एग्जैक्टली, काबिलियत तो चाहिए, उसका तो कोई जुगाड़ है ही नहीं. एग्जैक्टली आपको मेंटली तो तैयार होना ही पड़ेगा. आप किस टेस्ट के लिए जा रहे हैं और उस टेस्ट में आपसे क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन है और आपको क्या चीज़ें वहाँ पे करनी है. वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस. अब थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग होता जा रहा है क्योंकि आपने साइकोलॉजी में यस बोला. तो मॉक इंटरव्यू राउंड आपका कैसा रहा, कितनी देर का रहा और कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा ओवरऑल?
Yes, sir. Sir, there were basically 24 of us who were screened in out of 80, and my interview was conducted with the very next day of the psychology. So it was the GT of one day, first day, in which the interviews were started. the ones from 1 to 7, the interviews were conducted, and our group was of 8 students.
Okay.
So I was test number 4.
Okay.
So my interview was conducted itself on the very first day of the GTO, and it was of approximately 50 minutes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, many students were there before me who were having just 25 minutes, and they were telling me that if your interview goes after 25 minutes, it will not be good, it will not be so well. So I told them, be relaxed, let me be relaxed, and let me be with my confidence and with my training, which I appeared for the.
Right.
So I appeared confidently in my interview, sir. The interview was started, and there we were told to bring out documents as well in the interview room.
Mhm.
So
tell us some interesting experience like इंटरव्यू के दौरान जब आपको ये चीज़ लगी हो कि ना दिस रियली गोइंग फैंटास्टिक, और कोई ऐसा प्रश्न जो आपको रोका भी हो या जिसका जवाब देने के बाद आप बेहतर महसूस कर रहे हो, परफेक्ट रियलाइज कर रहे हो.
yeah, actually, sir, there was a question like which was the first question, very first question which sir asked me was that can you please tell me from your 8th class to 12th class of journey, including your marks, your favorite subject, your favorite teacher, and the very first question which I was mentally prepared about, that definitely it is going to be asked from me by the interview, so I was prepared for it. So I told it very clear manner, and from a very first question I was so confident. And there was one question which was like being cheerful and being happy there. So sir told me that from where did you took the training? So I told about the MKC, that sir I took the training from the MKC, some basic guidelines about the personality development. So they told me that what did they told you that what you should improve in your interview.
Right.
So I told that sir was saying that you must be some a little bit more cheerful and little bit more happy. So, and the moment I entered the door, I was laughing. So, sir told me that's why you were coming laughing. Then I told, no, sir, I was be like, it's my habit. It's my habit to be cheerful. Then means I was able to manage the situation
Right.
clearly. So it was, I think, one incident which I really like in the interview, because the atmosphere is there so serious, and making an interviewing being happy, I think is a great task.
राइट, बहुत बढ़िया. ओके, चलो कुछ जीटीओ के विषय में आते हैं, क्योंकि 2 दिन लगातार आपको गुजारने का अवसर मिलता है उनके साथ. तो हाउ वाज द ऑल एक्सपीरियंस विद द जीटीओ?
Yes, sir. Sir, the very first difference which I observed between the other students and me was like I brought 2 pairs of my clothes. Like some students do it, but rarely. Many students bring only 1 pair and they think that it will be sufficient for us. We will not be making it dirty in the very first day. But sir, it do happens. If you are putting your 100% in your task, then definitely you are not focused on your clothes, and your clothes will be dirty for sure. So, sir, I brought means I was very prepared for this thing, that I will be bringing 2 pairs of all those things, and my particulars, my personal belongings I brought in a very well manner, sir.
Very good.
Then, sir, the PGT which was conducted very first task, so it went very nicely, sir. There, what had happened, like we were 8 students in a group, and we have started the group. So I knew it that I have sufficient amount of time to perform myself. There are 2 days, but sir, there were some students like I will tell you test number 1 and test number 2. There were some students who were thinking that means they were having their mindset in such a manner that performing at first is your recommendation. So I knew this thing, that sir told me that be original, be real there. Don't be so hurry to say yes, and don't delay to say no.
Right.
So sir, I was mentally prepared about this thing as well, that I have a sufficient amount of time, 40 to 45 minutes, or maybe 30 minutes. 30 minutes is itself a sufficient time to present oneself, sir. So I
Right.
didn't rush towards the sport immediately and taken up the pulleys and all those things. I was giving my ideas by standing at middle level. I was not at last, not at front. I was at middle. So this the same thing captain sir told me, that you must be real there, standing, taking your positions as per the group. If the group is lacking, then you must be acting as a leader, taking them at front. And if everybody is trying to become leader, so be original, be normal, stand there at ease, and just give ideas. So the same thing I did there, sir, because there are many students who were trying to become so clever that they will be rushing, taking up the pulli, going front always, and So
हाँ, आगे आगे भागने से हो जाएगा सब कुछ।
वैसे भी टीएस एंट्री वालों को लगता है कितना अच्छा कर दें हम, जिससे कि फाइनली हमारा सिलेक्शन हो जाए, क्योंकि कई बार स्क्रीन आउट, कॉन्फ्रेंस आउट, तो उनको लगता है कि नहीं इस बार मुझे अपना बेस्ट दे देना है, तो उस चक्कर में कभी कभी ओवर जो है लीडरशिप निकल के आती है, जो कि कहीं ना कहीं कॉन्फिडेंस में नहीं ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस में काउंट की जाती है। ओके सर,
एक छोटा सा सवाल मेरा इंटरेस्ट का था लव, जब आप कमांड टास्क में गए थे तो दो चीज़ें, एक तो आपको कितने लोगों ने हेल्पर के तौर पे बुलाया था ग्रुप में से, और आपका कमांड टास्क का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था, आपको जो मिला था?
right, sir. Like, sir, I was the only one candidate out of my 8 groups who were called for a round command task. There was round, there was circle. Like, otherwise, all of the 7 other commanders were called for, like, there are 2 lines between the PGT, like as there is PGT. So in the same manner, many command tasks were there who were having linear lines. But I was the only candidate who was called for the circular command task. The first difference I saw there, that yes, G2 is expecting something from me. And then, sir, secondly, when I was called, first of all, I was called by only 2 cadets for the 2 candidates as a helper, and I was very happy that it's okay. The who were thinking me as a needy, so they called me. If somebody is not thinking, so it's not a bad deal. So, sir, I went for my quantas. Sir asked me basic some questions to relax me. First of all, like, love, what's your name? Who kept your name? And what did your father and mother do? And all those things. Then, sir, he gave me a task, and he told me that your circular task is there. There is a bomb inside the task, and you have to bring that bomb out, and you can call 2 of your subordinates. So, sir, I didn't first. I was having a doubt in my mind that first of all, I think I should analyze the task, and I should think of an idea that from which side I have to enter, and whom I need as a helper by seeing the task only. Because, sir, you told us when we were practicing that you must not be hurry in calling the helpers. First of all, you must see.
analyze, then you will understand.
First of all, you must analyze the task and see that you require a heavy person, a lighter person, or a tallest person in such a manner. So, sir, I called the commander helpers in the same manner. After my calling, sir, when I was proceeding for my task, so I was not having an idea that I am utilizing the man labor, but I was utilizing it. So, sir told me, Commander, any rule broken? So I checked around, no color rule is broken. Then immediately my mind stuck towards the manpower. Then I felt apologized to sir, and I said I will repeat it, sir. Sir said it's okay. Then I was repeating the task when one of my men entered the task and taken up the bomb. Then immediately sir told that one of your structures, one of the blast has occurred again, and one of your structure is broken. So now you have to proceed from the other structure. So, sir, immediately I understand that yes, I am going for a right direction because he is hardening my task again and again.
Right.
So I was very happy as well, but I was so serious there. So I told them, my helpers, that one helper was left with me. I told him to take up the palli and the fatta. We went for the other task, and I completed a task within time. So sir was very happy with me. He said, "Okay, commander, put your belongings and you can go." So, sir, the conclusion which I brought from there is that be original in your command task as well. The instructions which which the GTO sir gave you, you must give all those instructions in a same manner and exact the same instructions to your helpers, and don't let your helpers to go at front immediately. First, think of an idea, tell them to do the things, and decide your helpers according to the task. So
Great.
This is all about.
ग्रेट ग्रेट।
छोटा सा बच्चा लो इतना मैच्योर
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा।
कहते हैं कि इंसान जो है इतने राउंड गया कि लो सब सीख गया, इस बार पूरा कंट्रोल्ड और बिल्कुल जेन्युइन परफॉर्म कर रहा है।
लव, मुझे लगता है कि आपकी कॉन्फ्रेंस बहुत थोड़ी देर चली होगी, बहुत डिस्कशन नहीं हुआ होगा आपके लिए।
No, sir. It was, sir, only 40 seconds.
हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत
क्लियर
बढ़िया।
कट केस है तो फिर कोई डाउट ही नहीं
कोई डाउट
अच्छा, लो वन थिंग आई जस्ट वांट टू आस्क कि लाइक आप इसके पहले लाइक एनडीए की 2 एंट्री में गए, वन यू गॉट एक्सप्लेन्ड आउट, कॉन्फ्रेंस आउट, टीएस एंट्री भी गए, क्या ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आपने फील किया? लाइक आप अर्लियर एसएसबी में भी गए और इस एसएसबी में गए, तो खुद को एनालाइज करना यहाँ पे क्या आप फील कर रहे थे डिफरेंस? अर्लियर क्या गलतियां होती थी और अब आपने क्या इंप्रूवमेंट किया खुद के अंदर?
Like, sir, when I went for my previous SSB, so I noticed one thing, that I was somewhere lacking and I was focusing on the other ideas more. Like, I will be talking about the previous SSB which I applied for a TS 48 Allahabad. So, sir, there what the mistake which I committed there was I was listening to other people. See, my SSB was on 28th of October and I reported there on the 27th itself. So the students who came out after getting screened out,
Yes, screened out.
so sir, they told me that they are selecting those people who are speaking less. So I was influenced by their ideas. And sir, the major difference which I find in the MKC was like, sir told me to be confident, be original, and be yourself only. Don't try to project others in your personality. So sir, I applied all those things in this SSB and I cleared it with confidence, sir.
राइट और ये बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है। अमूमन जो बच्चों के साथ लो दिक्कत है, यही प्रॉब्लम है कि उनको लगता है कि हमको उसके जैसा करना है। एग्जैक्टली आपको किसी के जैसा नहीं करना, आपको खुद के जैसा करना है। आप खुद को ही नहीं प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो तो फिर वो रियल हीरो, रियल लीडरशिप हमें कहाँ मिलने वाली है। दैट्स रियली फीलिंग ग्रेट बच्ची, एंड कमाल की मेच्योरिटी आप में आई है बच्चा, एंड यू डिजर्व भी। फाइनली कितने रिकमेंड हुए आपके 24 के ग्रुप से?
Yes, sir. Sir, there were 9 recommended from the group. 2 from my group. I was test number 4 and the 7. The group was of 8 candidates. And out of 9, sir, 4 were already recommended.
Okay.
And we 5 were the freshers and repeaters were there in the 5. And 2 were NDA cadets who are going to join NDA. And one of them was the naval cadet who was appearing for the Army SSB. And other was the merit out from the TS 48.
Okay.
बहुत बढ़िया, एंड आई थिंक इट्स अ गुड ग्राफ इन ऑल द वे। एग्जैक्ट
सबसे अच्छी चीज़ ये है सर कि ये मेडिकली फिट है बिल्कुल।
हाँ,
क्लियर हो गया है मेडिकल भी, तो ये सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है क्योंकि बाकी
विक्रांत की भी रिपोर्ट आ
हाँ विक्रांत भी मेडिकली फिट है।
हाँ
And sir, I was the only person who was complete medical fit. Otherwise, all were having a temporary.
हाँ
तो
कुछ ना कुछ
विक्रांत लॉ के बैच में नहीं रहे होंगे ना?
नहीं, विक्रांत और लव की मुलाकात हुई थी वहाँ पर। लव मेट विक्रांत ओवर देयर जब दोनों मेडिकल के लिए थे।
अच्छा उसका भी मेडिकल शायद क्लियर हुआ। हाँ,
मेडिकल क्लियर हो गया उसका भी।
Sir, when Vikrant was calling captain, sir, so I was in his room only.
ओके
I heard he saying captain. So I basically asked him after the ending of the call, whom do you talking with? So he said I was talking with the Major Kalshi Classes, sir is there, captain sir. I said I am also from there itself.
दुनिया गोल है। हाँ?
चलो बहुत अच्छी
That's
बात
really
है।
great law। तो पापा क्या करते हैं आपके लॉ?
Yes, sir. Sir, my father is a health worker. He's a malaria specialist.
And mother is housewife.
Yeah, sir, she's housewife and she's preparing for the exams. I'm helping her in studies as well.
तो बेसिकली अंकल की वजह से इंस्पिरेशन रही फौज जाने का, या कोई और कारण रहा आपके लाइफ में?
No, sir. Actually, my inspiration was from me itself. You know, when I was in 8th class, I was in a hostel, sir. So there was a friend of mine, and his brother was a lieutenant, sir, at that time in the Indian Army. So he used to tell us about the NDA and all those. So, sir, I was motivated about the NDA. I read some of the books like novels of some novels like Boot Belt Bites and the further parts on the doubles. So I was keen interested in knowing that what the academy does with the cadets is. So, sir, basically the Ragda there and all those things.
That's really great.
But yeah, so sir, I could not clear NDA. It's okay, but I was thinking I will be joining the army as a lieutenant only. So I proceeded for it.
Nani, that's a really great job, and I think what a bringing and what a maturity law you have, and great opportunity. I think TS is one of the greatest opportunity, I believe. ठीक है, एनडीए का भी अपना एक्सपीरियंस है, टेक्निकल डिपार्टमेंट्स के भी अपने हो रहा है।
टीएस का तो सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज यही है ना सर कि पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट सेटलमेंट बड़ा अच्छा है। बाय द टाइम यू विल बी गेटिंग योर रिटायरमेंट एज अ कर्नल और ब्रिगेडियर, तो यू विल बी गेटिंग लॉट्स ऑफ कॉल। 6 महीने पहले से ही कॉल आना शुरू हो जाएंगे आपके पास।
हाथों हाथ उठा के तैयार मटेरियल रहता है,
पूरी लाइफ सेटल्ड हो जाती है।
ज्यादा तो फॉरेन कंट्रीज में ही सेटल्ड होते हैं इसके बाद
सर बिल्कुल, या फिर हाई टेक सिटीज जितने हैं बैंगलोर वगैरह।
एनडीए से आने के बाद तो ये चांसेस कम होते हैं, बट टीएस में स्पेशली ये चीज देखने को
सर एनडीए से आने के बाद क्या एचआर वगैरह का ड्यूटी ज़्यादा मिल जाता है, मगर इनके पास बड़ा स्किल होता है। तो इनको जितनी कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनीज होती हैं, हाँ बड़ी अच्छी अच्छी कंपनीज, एफकॉन्स जो है जिसने जम्मू का हाईवे बनाया है लव, उसमें ज़्यादातर एक्स आर्मी ऑफिसर्स ही थे उनके प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर्स के तौर पर।
तो आई थिंक इट्स रियली ग्रेट, एंड बढ़िया लगा आपसे बात करके लो, एंड दस मेंटेन दिस स्पिरिट, एंड अभी लाइफ में आपको बहुत आगे जाना है बच्चा, और आप बहुत सेंसिबल हो भी, एंड आई थिंक दस थैंक्स टू योर अपब्रिंगिंग, योर पेरेंट्स स्पेशली, बिकॉज इतने कम उम्र में आपको इतना अच्छा उन्होंने परवरिश दिया है, तभी ये मैच्योरिटी और ये सिंसियरिटी आपके लिए, तो उनको भी बहुत सारा कंग्रेचुलेशन मेरी तरफ से। एंड आई थिंक आपने बहुत बड़ा प्राउड फील कराया अपने पेरेंट्स को, बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है। आई थिंक हमारे देश में थोड़ा सा कभी कभी दुख इस चीज़ को लेके मेरे को होता है कि सिविल सर्विसेज का ज़्यादा हुआ होता है, इंजीनियरिंग का ज़्यादा हुआ होता है, बट आई थिंक डिफेंस एक अलग लेवल है एंड वी कैन फील कि हाँ कितनी बड़ी जर्नी है
सर। उसके लिए बड़ी चीज़ क्या है ना, डिटर्मिनेशन। अभी देखिए आपके सामने लव ने जो कहा, 8th क्लास में बच्चा पढ़ रहा हो और वहाँ से मन में तय कर ले और वो किताबें पढ़ करके वो जोश जगा ले, और जितनी मेहनत मैंने व्यक्तिगत तौर पर लव से देखी थी यहाँ पर, मतलब इतनी मेहनत, कोई आते हैं बाकी बच्चे भी आते हैं बट बहुत सारे तो डरे हुए होते हैं, मगर ये कॉन्फिडेंस और डिटर्मिनेशन जो इन्होंने दिखाया ना, ये बड़ा गजब का था।
यही पॉजिटिव वाइब्स, यही सही डायरेक्शन में वर्क आपको सफलता दिलाता है।
बिल्कुल।
तो बहुत बड़ी जर्नी से गुजरना पड़ता है सर बच्चों को। सोचिए रिटर्न का प्रेशर, फिर उसके बाद बच्चों के ऊपर जो है SSB का प्रेशर, सबसे बड़ा प्रेशर, जहाँ उसको पता ही नहीं एग्जैक्टली कि किस सब्जेक्ट का टेस्ट है। इट्स अ पर्सनैलिटी टेस्ट, और आज के टाइम में सबसे टफ है खुद को ओरिजिनली प्रेजेंट करना, क्योंकि इतना ज़्यादा जो सर्कमस्टांशियल प्रेशर है कि उसमें खुद को बेटा रिटेन करके सही ढंग से अपनी पर्सनालिटी को रखना, दैट्स रियली चैलेंजिंग। जैसे आपने बताया कि लास्ट वाले में यही हुआ सर, कि जो स्क्रीन आउट भी आ रहे थे, ज्ञान दे के जा रहे थे और हम उनकी सुन रहे थे। तो सर का बट एक चीज़ बड़ी अच्छी रहती है कि ये कंप्लीट पर्सनालिटी का टेस्ट है और हर पर्सनालिटी अपने आप में यूनिक है, वो किसी से किसी की पर्सनालिटी मैच कर ही नहीं सकती है। तो फिर हमें मैच करने की ज़रूरत ही क्या है, हम जो हैं जैसे हैं, हमें ईमानदारी से खुद को रखने की ज़रूरत है। तो दैट्स रियली ग्रेट पार्ट, और मुझे लगता है सबसे बड़ा लेसन सर यही है, अगर कैंडिडेट ये बात समझ जाए कि मुझे खुद को ही प्रेजेंट करना है, और जो प्रेजेंट करना है वो पूरी सच्चाई के साथ आप रखो सारी बातों, और आपका एजेंडा क्लियर होना चाहिए। दैट्स वेरी नाइस टॉकिंग विथ यू लॉ एंड रियली रियली फैंटास्टिक। एंड मैं तो पर्सनली ये कहूँगा, आप कमाल के बच्चे हैं, बस ऐसे ही पॉजिटिविटी बच्चा बनाए रखो, आप लाइफ में बहुत आगे जाने वाले हो। एंड आई थिंक यू आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट अ ह्यूज इंस्पिरेशन इन द सोसाइटी फ्रॉम अ पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। हाँ बोलिए।
I would also like to special thanks to Sir Shreyans sir, Akshuchi ma'am sir.
ग्रेट।
Because sir they helped me a lot, and sir I don't remember the name of the sir who was taught us reasoning. But
हाँ,
that
रवि
was
सर।
also
रवि
fantastic.
सर,
रवि सर।
So he was a fantastic man sir, and the way he told us, it helped me a lot sir. So sir I want to have special thanks to all those teachers, because without their efforts I was somewhere incomplete. It was
दैट्स रियली ग्रेट थिंग लॉ।
ग्रेट।
मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं आपको, और ऐसे ही पॉजिटिवली जाइए, फटाफट एकेडमी पहुंचिए, और बिल्कुल एकेडमी से आने के बाद जरूर एक बार मुलाकात होगी। एंड
बिल्कुल अच्छे रैंक आएगा, टेंशन नहीं है।
टेंशन नहीं, ये सब श्योर शॉर्ट केस है, इनको लेके मैं
इसका
टेंशन नहीं
रैंक अच्छा आएगा।
इनको नहीं जाना फौज में तो फिर किसको जाना है फौज में। हाँ, दैट्स ऑल अबाउट। चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच, विश यू गुड लक बच्चा, थैंक यू वेरी मच।